What's up, America? It's your girl bringing you some news you can use. We are live at the number one internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. So today we have two hot topics, and Deborah has another hot topic. So today we're going to be talking about how you get organized and get things together to get things done. So that's something that I struggle with. I've been on a roll for a while and then I don't know what happened. So we're gonna be talking about that
Right.
because how when you have everything organized, things run so smoothly. Of course, it's not gonna run smoothly 24/7, but if you focus on a couple of things every day to try to get it to run smoothly, then of course it will. That's the first thing we're gonna talk about. And then we're gonna talk about people that you interact with that are dream crushers. How do you avoid a dream crusher? Like you go and share some good news with someone, and before you can finish it, they come in with something negative,
Walk.
finish with that, and then they go to something else negative, and then you redirect the conversation and they go right back. It's just like
I can't wait to
chill.
answer that
It's
question.
just like, can you just bring it down a notch? Jesus. So that's what we're going to talk about. IntellectualRadio.com, Making Waves with Miss Darci, every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Please share the broadcast if you would like to voice your opinion. Deborah is going to look in front of her up at the top of the screen, and she's going to give you the number to call in, and then we're going to get this show started.
708-223-8953. Hello, everyone.
Back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. IntellectualRadio.com and iHeart Radio Station. You can catch us locally, nationally, international. You can download the iHeart Radio app, or you can go to IntellectualRadio.com. If you just want to listen to the show, you can go to Spreaker.com. Back in a moment. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, Making Waves with Miss Darcy, I'm your on-air host.
Deborah Vines.
Deborah Vines is our co-host, and hopefully Burl will be joining us soon. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you from
Happy
Making Waves with
birthday.
Miss Darcy and crew. I hope you get everything that your heart desires and much more, and a ton of financial blessings. So, Deborah, getting
Yes.
organized, get it together.
You know what?
How in the world do we do this?
Well, you know what? The way I do it, one of my mentors, I was in an organization, and And I just asked, I said, how am I supposed to be a special needs mom, be an advocate, be a wife, be a mother? How am I supposed to do all these things? And it's only 24 hours in a day. And this is what she told me. Are you ready?
I'm ready because
Right.
I'm gonna need. Do I need to get a pen?
It's simple. It's simple. You need to get a calendar.
Okay, I got
Or either
that.
pad,
I got
or
a
either your
calendar.
phone,
Okay, I use my
and write
phone.
down everything from the time you wake up until you go to bed, and look at and fill in all those times. I mean, the time that you sleep, the time that you nap, the time that I'm talking to Darci on the phone, even if I want to talk to you for 15 or 20 minutes, the time that I'm cooking, the time that I have an appointment, the time that something might pop in, and you'll see all of these open spaces in your 24 hours. You will see all of these open spaces, and I tell you, I don't write down every single thing anymore.
Okay.
But in my head, it's like, okay, I have this time right here.
So you already know.
And I already know, but life can kind of throw you off a little bit to where you're like, okay, a death or anything can just kind of throw your timing off where you're not balanced anymore. And that's what happened with me. But I'm getting back on balance again. I had to actually start writing stuff down again so that I can get back in balance. But a lot of times people say, girl, remind me to do blah. No,
I can't.
No, it's not that I can't. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to remind.
Because I got enough to do on my own.
Because guess what? I can't. But I'm not. Because guess what I do? These little phones that we pay $1,000 for.
How much?
$800, $900, $1,000, because they put you on a monthly plan. But when you look at that contract, when you first get that phone, these phones cost you $1,000. I expedite my phone for everything that it can be used for, from the alarm system to the notepad to the task to my Bible to Facebook to everything.
Anything that you
this
missing,
phone could cook my dinner, I would say, get in that kitchen and get the cooking.
I know that's right.
So I tell them, I say, you see that thing in your hand?
Use it.
Let me show you how to get that calendar out and put me in there, or put the event in there. Because what did I do the first thing you said, Deborah? I want you to go to this event with me.
I sure did. She said, let me see what I got going on next week. That's the first thing.
Because I promise you, I can't.
Because you can't remember everything.
I cannot tell you what I have to do at 6:00 this evening until I look at my phone.
Yeah.
So get balanced with your telephone. Write everything down, especially if you are. I'm not gonna say senior. I'm gonna say seasoned.
That's right.
If you're a seasoned woman like me, if you're a seasoned woman like me, see, Mr. Earl Winfrey, he want to put me in a wheelchair.
Right. Calling us chatty grannies.
He want to put me in a wheelchair, but I just want y'all to know that I'm still wearing 4-inch heels.
I know that's me too.
Every single day.
I got mine on today.
And and I'm gonna be I'm
gonna wear them until I can't.
Seasoned diva. So all you seasoned divas and men, gentlemen, write everything down, because you can't. Oops, I forgot. And when I say oops, I forgot, it's because oops, I forgot.
You didn't write it in calendar. Yeah. Now I have did that. I have missed an event, and they said you're supposed to be here, and I'm like, I didn't put it in there because I have a bunch. I do have a lot of things in my calendar and on my phone. I do have it wrote down, but I need to add more things to my calendar, because that way I can say, oh, I ain't got nothing here.
Right.
Wow, I could chill, go get a massage, or just relax or sleep in.
But the first thing, Darci, is, and I had to learn this as well, but it's in my reflection time in the morning, is to give me that peace of balance.
Now, how long do you take for that?
Oh, I do 15 minutes of reflection every morning. And sometimes it's longer. If I'm really in a good conversation with God, it might be 30 minutes.
Okay, so that's what I'm working on. That's my next thing.
But I have to do that reflection time. And I've been consistently doing reflection for about 10 years now.
Really?
Yeah, about 10 years. Ever since I, about 10 years.
Wow. And so now, is your alarm set for this reflection?
No, I wake up at 5 o'clock, 5:30 every day. And so as soon as I wake up, and especially if I wake up at 5, it's longer. But if I wake up and start kind of just stirring around at 5:30, it's like between 5:30 and 6, because I have to get Jason up at 6:00.
Okay.
But now I do my reflection while I'm on my elliptical. So I do my elliptical from 5:30 until 6. So while I'm on the elliptical, I'm talking to God, and I'm asking God, for the things that I want and the things that he expects of me, and just getting balanced and everything, and asking him to knock a couple of more inches off my thighs while I'm on the elliptical. I'm just kidding.
She said knock a couple more inches off. I think we all wake up and say, can you handle this for me? So when I wake up in 24 hours or 72 hours, I want all this to just disappear.
But honestly though, balance is reflection, and balance is a big part. And just writing everything down and utilizing the tools that we have in front of us. They have dollar store notepads. They have, they give away notepads at all types of events. So just write stuff down and just make the most. And as these songs say, live your best life.
Yeah, and you got to, because there's so much going on. You can't. I used to try to remember everything, Deborah. You can't. You just cannot. It's too much going on.
Try.
Especially if you have a child or you're taking care of someone. If you got a household to run, everybody got. And a lot of people don't even use their calendars. One lady was like, give me a card. I was like, I'm out of them. I said, well, I got one, so use your phone. And she was like, no, I'd rather have a card. Why? Because if you could lose the card or the
But
postcard,
you know what? Some people are in the paper.
But I wanted her to just actually get the information and put it in the phone. And she was like, well, no, my phone don't do that. I said, yes, your phone does.
My mother still uses a paper address book. So yeah, she still uses a paper address book. So I don't expect everybody to be technology savvy. Yeah. But the thing about it is, you have to do what's comfortable for you, but to get you where you need to be.
But she was appreciative because she didn't even know about putting information in her calendar. And she said, wait a minute, so I can put this in there too? She said, well, what? And then we went on with the meeting. Moment. Then she came back and she said, well, can I put this in there too? Like my appointments and stuff. And I go to I said, yeah. She said, wow. And she pulled out this, not an address book, but the
appointment book.
And she says, so I can put this in there. She just kept asking me. I'm like, you can put anything you want in there. The calendar come built with the phone. So you can put it in there. She didn't know that she could do that. So sometimes people just don't know. They just don't know. We're going to take a quick pause. We'll be right back. IntellectualRadio.com. We're going to talk about habits of a successful woman. I need this, and I'm sure you may need it too. So don't go anywhere. 30 seconds. We'll be right back. Just like I Dream of Genie. An iHeart radio station where we're not only feeding your brain, but we're feeding your brand. Product, service, or brand. Genie, Bewitched. Burl is in the studio. Glad she made it here safely. Hello. So we're talking about how to balance, how to get organized, and how to get it together so that we can be more successful, not only as women and men, but entrepreneurs, people that have their own businesses. And so if you want to chime in, again, Deborah will give you the number to call in. We're just in deep discussion with that, because I think that will help take us to another level.
We want to hear your comments about being balanced at 708-223-8953.
Now, what about a power lunch? What about getting together? Because this came across my brain yesterday. Getting together, doing a power lunch, a power breakfast, or a candid conversation, which I'm going to be doing on Facebook Live, a candid conversation over coffee. 15 minutes, bam, that's it. Talk for 5 and let everybody that chime in, that go to your Facebook page, can give their opinion or comment or whatever, because one positive note surrounded by 15, everybody can benefit from. So I was thinking about doing power lunches once a month, a power lunch or dinner once a month, so that you're interacting with people. It's almost like a pop-up.
So what do you guys think about that? Call us at 708-223-8953.
I think that you know, everybody got all kind of stuff. So maybe everybody working 9 to 5 can't make the 7 a.m. to 7:45 power breakfast.
I think that's a great way.
It could be on the west side or the western suburb this month. Next month, it could be on the south side. Not only are we patronizing a business, but we're getting together, just networking. Maybe pick a topic, maybe have a suggestion box, pick a topic, and we talk about that one topic once a month. Those who work a 9 to 5, we applaud you. So if you can't make the breakfast,
so what's the purpose?
Maybe collaboration and networking.
Okay, networking.
For women or for anybody?
I think it's just entrepreneurs, because here's the thing. You may be struggling with something, or you may find something that worked for you. Deborah may find something that works for her that you may not know and I may know.
Oh, we need more than 15 minutes for that.
Well, I'm talking
about that's just like on Facebook Live, but I'm
talking
talking about have a suggestion box and have a topic, and everybody we know ahead of time pick a topic, right? And everybody comes with one good thing on that topic or what worked for you with that topic. Gotcha. And those who may be struggling with that topic, if you got 20 or 30 or 10, that's some suggestions that you may not have thought about. And then the next month, another one, right? I mean, you think about, my brain is going. I don't know why, but it's going. I'm talking about getting a binder and putting this information in, or even emailing the event for people that didn't make it can make it to the next one.
I think it's a great way to, I think that the more you have, the more opportunities you have to actually start a conversation and connect with people. So I think it's a great way to kind of get that started and keep it going. So that way a lot of people can kind of get involved.
And you meet new people. You may meet some people that, if we do it on this side of town, you meet somebody that they may have heard about it and they may show up, or somebody might tell everybody to bring a friend or invite someone. The one on the South Side, I know some people on the South Side, but I don't know a lot of people on the South Side, but I would like to broaden my horizon for my network for 2019, and then maybe have one up north, maybe have one downtown. I mean, just cover all of Chicago, but you're going to meet an array of different people who have different advice, different opinions or suggestions. Because to me, the goal, what we have right now with society, if we live by society, we not going to make it. I'm sorry. I just feel like the struggle is already real. It's going to get realer as the days and the years go by. People look to retire. You may not even have Social Security by the time it's time for you to retire. So I'm talking about ways that we can encourage, uplift, and maybe be a blessing for an idea or a suggestion that maybe somebody else may not have thought about.
Okay. I think it's certainly a great idea. And I think that the more that you have, as I mentioned, it's a better chance for other people to get involved. And it's kind of like not a one-time thing.
Right.
And then people can plan for it. So I think it's a great way to kind of kick things off and to get the ball, kind of gain some momentum, is what I'm saying, with that kind of networking and entrepreneurship.
Yeah. What do you think, Deb?
I think it's a great idea.
Deborah said we need more than 15 minutes. She right.
Yeah, well, that's just the start.
That's just the start off.
And I don't think it should be once a month. I think it should be maybe quarterly, because then, like Burl said, the momentum will be. I mean, they do networking events all over the city. What's going to make yours different than anybody else's? So I'm always thinking outside of the box. Great ideas come along every single day. You have to think about people's time. What's going to make yours so exciting to the point where, even though it might be a free event where people just pay for their meal, but at the end of the day, people, and I'm just speaking for myself too, I pick and choose where I go.
I do too.
If it's going to be beneficial to my soul, if it's going to be beneficial to my business, or am I going to be a benefit to someone? It's three different things that I think about when I go to an event. I don't care what it is.
I agree.
So you
narrow it down, because you say, well, you know what? I know if I go here, this is what they're going to do. This is the agenda. You kind of know, but it's like you take something from each one.
Right.
Because every time I go to one, I look for something different.
So what's going to make yours different?
Well, here's the thing. When she was talking about it, what I thought about, it's like speed dating for business.
See, now that's what. Now see,
that's
what you. Like, now you in my brain. I'm in my brain. Well, actually, I have 3 things that I have not seen a networking event do. I've seen 3. And I've seen it done in another state, but I have not seen it here. And I have Googled it for Chicago
and
just
Speed
Illinois.
Network, and
I'm not just talking about Speed Network. I'm talking about just the topic and how it starts. It's just certain things, because I can go to a networking event and I'm on my phone looking at what I'm doing tomorrow. It has to captivate my attention, not the whole 2 hours, but it has to make me not drift.
I think that's
whether it's
anybody.
Speakers, whether it's get up and tell what you do, whatever. It has to be something that keeps your attention, and you say, I gotta go. I gotta tell some more folks to go.
Now, what
like Deborah invited me to the Bellwood Chamber. I'm with 4 chambers, and I'm dropping 2. Well, I've dropped 1. I'm getting ready to drop.
And you're gonna join the Bellwood, right?
Well, she was the third person that made a mention to me.
Darci Redmond is joining the Bellwood Chamber. On the air. I have her application ready, and she's gonna give me a check. They had an event
in Bellwood, and this lady that I had never met. I said, "Oh, what made you come here?" She said, "Well, I'm part of this chamber and another chamber."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, which one do you like the best? And she kind of thought about it and she said the Bellwood Chamber. So I asked her why, and she elaborated.
Mm-hmm.
I like putting people on the spot, but she spoke from her heart why. And then as the day went on, I found another person that was at the Bellwood Chamber when they were talking about the Bellwood Chamber when Representative Emmanuel Welch spoke. So, when you at a chamber or you decide to join a network or a group, you got to see what you're going to get out of it and how your business is going to grow.
Absolutely.
You're not just throwing some money out there. I mean, some people do, but I don't have it like that. So I got to get something out of it. It's not just belonging. I got to see a benefit. Just like Deborah said, you have to have a reason to want to be a part of it.
And tell me, what is that for you? You said you want to be engaged. So what is it? What elements do they do that keeps you engaged and not looking at your phone thinking about
I haven't been, next. So I'm going to go. They had
any event.
Oh,
any
for
event.
any
for you,
event,
what keeps you
it would
engaged?
be the speaker, the promote. You know how they promote the event. When I walk in, the conversation or the first impression. Sometimes you can go to a networking event, they don't even know you're there.
That's your fault.
No.
What do you mean by that?
But
okay, see, it's a teachable moment. What do you mean by that? What do people do?
I've brought people with me. They're not as outgoing. I never had that problem. They might have to tell me to be quiet. I've never had that problem. But I brought people, and they was like, "Well, they didn't speak." I said, "Well, you have to walk up to people and say hello."
That's networking.
So people are different. Go ahead.
You know what? It doesn't have to be a networking event for me. I will make a children's party a networking.
Me too. That's how I am.
And
me too.
Everybody does not have is not. I guess for lack of a better word, outgoing.
That's what it is.
Some people are they wait until other people approach them.
You be waiting though.
And I'm walking in the door. Hey, my name is Deborah Vines. I'm the executive director of the Answer Incorporated. And then it starts the conversation, and either they'll introduce themselves and they'll walk away, and that's okay too. It's not that they're trying to be rude. It's just that they don't want to hear what you have to say, and that's okay too. But at the end of the day, I make fun out of everywhere I go.
I do too.
I make opportunity.
I don't see her. She got her phone. And she taking group pictures.
And I'm taking pictures.
She talking to people.
And I'm
but
talking
I think
to people.
That's what networking is.
That's exactly what it is.
If you're not networking, then how are you growing your business? Because it made it work before with email and stuff. And I'm not saying email doesn't work. But as society grows and has technology changes, you have to do things a little different. If that is not working for you, you have to change it, because otherwise it becomes insanity. And some people still I invite people and they go to networking events with me, and you talk to everybody. Well, that's what I'm here for. I could have stayed at home. I'm just saying. So then people tell me, which I told Deborah this before we started the show, that people say, well, you go to all these places and all these events and you never invite me. And I started last night. I went to an event that I think will be amazing for people to generate revenue, right, on different levels. I called and I could have kept going, but I didn't. So that's my fault. I called the first 4 people, and they was like, well, you should have told me yesterday. But I did tell you. Well, what time is it? Well, where is it at? Well, they probably don't have. I said, you know what? I'll talk to you later. So Ellie was like, you going by yourself? I was like, yep. I got in my car. I took my radio cards, my flat Tommy water cards. I gave out samples. I made connections. They have another one next week in Downers Grove. And then the following week, they have one on the south side of Chicago. I'm going. It's the same information, but it's presented by different people, because I like to hear how different people speak before I make my decision.
Okay.
And then I met 30 some people last night. I'm going to the next one and then the one after that. So in these next 3 weeks, I will have made over 100 connections. And then it's up to me to take it to the next level.
So then what do you say to people who are not as outgoing? Because I think people are intimidated by crowds sometimes. And so what would you suggest, or how can we help them in terms of just starting a conversation?
Visit Toastmasters, because you have to come out. You have to get outside of your box, and you have to have a passion for what you have, whatever it is, a product, service, a brand. And even if you are shy or scared around large groups, as you say, you have to at some point come, and maybe you need help with that. They got Toastmasters. You can go on YouTube. You can Google it. You can Bing it. You can watch videos. You can go to the library and get information. I mean, that would be my suggestion. I know everybody is not outgoing and talkative, but how are people going to know Deborah's phrase? I'm finna give it to you. Don't tell me, Deborah. Deborah's phrase
If you're not visible,
Right.
you're
See,
invisible.
And
that's
it's
it.
one or the other. You
That I was
can't
just
do
get.
both.
I couldn't get it. See, I was trying
Can't
to
do
get. I
both.
knew the visible, but I didn't know which way to put the in or what. But
Right.
so that's
Invisible.
it. So Deborah, what would you say if somebody is scared to talk about their product or what they do or can't do with
You know what?
crowds?
Everybody has their comfort zone, and they can go to Toastmasters. They can go anywhere. And if it's not your comfort zone, it's not your comfort zone. You know, everybody has different gifts, and a lot of people's gifts is being a background singer. A lot of people's gifts is not making you a leader. You're just a background leader. It's not that you're not outgoing in your being seen. You just outgoing in a different kind of way. So I don't think that me being an outgoing person, I should have infringed upon my friend that is shy, although she wants to come to the networking event. You know, she can be shy and just still have
and
a
I'm
good
okay
time
with
in her
that.
own element.
Yeah.
I am who I am. She is who she is. I never try to change anybody's personality. Never try to tell them what you should do or what you shouldn't do, because people, you know, it's so many ways of information out here now, to the point where, and that's why the IRS don't play with people no more, because
Yep.
you can't shrug your shoulders and say I don't know anymore.
Yep.
It's too many ways of information. There's
Yep.
too many questions,
there.
too many free informational sessions. So saying that to say this is that I don't think that anybody should try to change anybody. If you want to go, go. If you don't want to go, don't go. If you want to go, go in the element that you go in. Go in your comfort zone.
Right. And what
I
I
would
do is
say-
introduce people. I
wanted
say,
to-
if Deborah was shy, which we know she's not, but if she
I
were
am.
and she went with me, I would say, "Hi, this is Deborah," and she'll tell you what she does. And hi, this is Burl. They have a whole lot of great information. I'm gonna leave you to, and I go to the next person. Now, whether they talk or not, it's on them. But if you with me, I am going to introduce you. Whether but I'm not gonna try to make you feel
Force you
uncomfortable. I'm
to.
not gonna force you like that, because I don't want nobody to do that. Put me on the spot like that. But I think in this day and age, the goal is to help people, to solve a problem, have a solution, and at some point you're gonna generate some revenue.
The only thing I would like to add to that is, of course, what you said, both of you actually are absolutely on point, is that if you want to keep getting what you're getting, keep doing what you're doing. So if you don't like your current results, you have
Change
to
them.
realize you have to do something different in order to get a different result. And that would mean challenging yourself to behave differently in a crowded room. Challenge yourself. And it's a challenge. Challenge yourself just to go and introduce yourself. Say, this is my name, here's what I do. And if you need to write it out, practice it with friends or in front of the mirror,
elevator
then do
speech.
that.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
and sometimes
And
it
it's
is
short.
a time, even though you're outgoing, sometimes it's a time to pull back as well. It's a time to just, be in kind of chill mode. I had to learn that, but that comes with time and experience and being seasoned.
Right.
As our
not
producer
chatty granny.
says,
Right.
and not chatty granny, but
Right.
it comes with experience, because I just think about myself, even just 10 years ago, I was like, oh, I'm da, 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 da. And sometimes it's just time to just sit back and just, kind of let people
And be
come to you.
approached.
Exactly. And let people come to you, or, not saying that, you standoffish or anything like that, but it's a balance. It's a balance.
And you have to learn that too.
It's a
Because
balance.
when I walked into the place I went last night, they were people for all different calibers, different everything, elements. And I walked in, and they was like, are you new? I said, yeah.
Wisdom. Somebody just said
wisdom. I like that.
Thank
I like
you.
that.
Who said
And that's what that is. That's really is using discernment.
Marcel Jackson. Marcel Action
Thank you,
Jackson
Marcel
said
Action
wisdom.
Jackson.
Hey, Marcel. Marcel is on
Right.
1390.
Yes. Hello,
Shout
Marcel.
out to you.
But yeah, I think that is too. And that comes with maturity. You grow into that. I don't think that happens overnight, because I can walk into an event and I know I'm like, hey, my name is Darci, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I walk in, I say hello to everybody, and I go and sit in the front. And within 2 seconds, what's your name and who and how did you know about this? Blah, blah. So you have, and then sometimes I walk in and I know the people. Hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. What's going on with you? What you got coming up? Blah. So Deborah's right. You have to learn. Yesterday, I walked in and I just went and sat down in the front, and then everybody started talking. But you have to figure out what works for you, because what works for me may not necessarily work for you. So I will be inviting everybody that's on Facebook Live and on social media.
And our phone
lines
are open at 708-223-8953. We're waiting to hear from you. And thank you for your comments on Facebook. Thank you for the ones on my page. We appreciate you, Marcel.
Networking groups. How many should you go to in a month? how many chambers do you think you should
Katrina
join
Thompson is watching.
to work your business?
I think as many as you can handle. I think the more that you can actually attend in terms of networking event, the more you get your product, brand, or service out there. And I think in terms of being a part of the group, you have to be very careful that there's a balance in that, a work-life balance, because you have so many other responsibilities. So I think it's important that you join the amount of groups that you're able to handle in terms of making a meaningful difference. Don't just join to be a part of. Join to get something out of it and to give something to it. It is a give and take.
You know, I was just having a conversation with a woman this morning, and she was saying that she was on all of these different boards. I think she's at 8 different boards. And so I asked her.
I had to put my coffee down. 8?
Yeah, she said she was on 8 boards. Ooh. And I asked her, I said, well, are you chairing? Are you co-chairing any events? She's like, no, they asked me to join, so I just joined. But, and that's okay for her. And if that's what she wants to do, it's okay. Yeah. I'm not judging.
Right.
But for me, I'm such a worker bee. I'm a worker bee. Whatever I put my name to, I'm working it.
I got to be involved.
Exactly. I'm on the executive board for the Bellwood Chamber of Commerce. I'm on Senator
Lifers. Did you hear that, Burl?
Board for the Bellwood Chamber of Commerce.
I just wanted to make sure Burl heard that. That's all. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Senator Lifers, Women's Committee, and a couple other things. But everything that I do, I'm totally hands-on and involved because I want to make a difference. I'm just not putting my name to something that I'm not gonna, to work.
Yeah. But I think it's a waste if you do that. But everybody is different.
I'm not gonna say it's a waste.
I take that.
No, you don't have to take it back.
No, I'm gonna take it back because that's not the correct wording.
Yeah, it's not a waste. It's just what people do. A waste. It's what if it's what they want to do. Now, Mary Thompson just said if you're not visible, then you are visible.
Where'd she get that from?
No. She said. See, I say invisible. If you're not visible, then you are visible. Mary Thompson, do you mean visible or invisible? Clarify that for the audience.
Right, because I need to know. I need to understand. I need some clarity.
Clarity, please, Mary Thompson.
On the spot, but yeah.
No, she don't mind. She doesn't. Okay, she says, "Who's in the room?" Okay, I'm sorry. This is Darci and Burl. And I'm sorry that my phone can't go wide ways, but you tune into Intellectual Radio and you can see all of us.
Yeah. And I got my phone is turned, it should be turned the other way. So that's okay. We'll get that done next time. But now, so when you say you want to be involved, so any networking group, any chamber or organization that you decide to join, give it your all. Get meaning from it. Even if they're free or there's a membership, whatever it is, make sure you're benefiting from it.
Yes.
Now, what about just attending? Meetup, you got Facebook have events, you got Eventbrite, you got people that send you information for events. Out of a 30-day calendar, how many do you think a new entrepreneur or a seasoned entrepreneur, as Deborah would say, how many do you think on an average should you attend to network?
I don't think it's a number. Because in varies. 1 month, in 1 week, I might go to 5 events.
And next month,
the next week, I might just go to none. And next week, I might go to 2.
That's true.
So it depends on what's coming up, what it is, whether I want to go, whether I see value in it, whether I want to support it, whether it's just a lot of
reasons for going.
It's a lot of factors involved as to why I go to networking events or support other people's events or just to have fun. Everybody thinks that everything that I do is social. A lot of stuff I do is work. Yeah. I just make it
I know
fun.
it's not always social.
I promise I'm having a good time with my life.
But she makes it.
I'm having a good time. Right. I'm having a good time with my life. And it's not just spreading autism awareness. It's just showing families that being an autism mom that you don't have to just sit at home and just be sad because you have a child with a disability.
Absolutely.
Because it puts you in a place to where after I get through with my kid, I don't want to be bothered with nothing else. I've been there. And that puts you into other situations.
So you can relate. So you can actually help someone that's going through that.
Yeah, but I you know what? And I'm not just gonna say it's all that either. I just love to go. I do.
She do.
I'm not a
sit at home.
Wrong with a ray of sunshine.
I am not a sit at home girl. I'm not that girl.
I can turn around and I'd be like, there go Deborah.
But you there too.
You there too. There go Deborah. There go Deborah. Deborah.
Well, as one,
Darci.
I'm living my best life.
You gotta do it because you only live once.
And I'm gonna tell you something. It's just not living your best life and having fun. It's making a difference. And I want to tell this quick story if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this woman on Facebook. She's been following me for a very long time. I didn't know she was following me like she was. Her name is Loretta Smith. She's from Mississippi. And if she's listening, how are you, Loretta? And thank you for all that you do.
Hi, Loretta.
We talked this morning, and I'm about to get choked up, so I had to suck it in. But she said that she had been following me for so many years, and she has an adult son that's on the spectrum, and his behavior is a little bit irate sometimes.
Okay.
And she hadn't been posting pictures about him until she saw me posting pictures about Jason.
Oh.
But she said that I encouraged her to get up off her butt, and she's just opened up a center for adults with autism in Mississippi.
That is fantastic.
Kudos to you, Loretta. Kudos to you.
That's fantastic.
Oh, wow,
and kudos
that's amazing.
to all the other autism moms and special needs moms and dads that are out there. Be encouraged, stay encouraged. Find something to keep you encouraged, because although I am an advocate and mentor and special needs mom myself, I thank God for the people that are in my life that keep me encouraged and inspired, and just having Jason, who inspires me with his love every single day. So find something to keep your happy on.
And that's a wonderful thing that you said that, because I'm glad you shared that story.
Yeah, me too.
You're a demonstration of what other people can do, whether you have a child that's on the spectrum or not. And I think that's what our responsibility is to be a demonstration to how people can live their best and boldest life.
It is.
And in terms of the networking events, I totally agree with you. Would go, there's no number. I think that you should make a plan to go to as many as you can, simply because that's how you keep your name and your service brand or product out there. And I think that is something that you have to put on a project status list. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
it'll get lost in the shuffle and
I
you won't
agree.
go at all.
And I like the fact that the young lady that Deborah said was following her, we all should be a leader or inspiration. And sometimes we think our story is not worth telling. And I always tell people, and I'm always asking, what's your story?
Everybody has a story.
And last night I asked a couple that was at the event and another young lady, what's your story? And she was like, everybody has a story. It's a different flavor, a different journey, a different roadblock, but everybody has a story.
Yeah.
And only you can tell your story. But your story will uplift, encourage someone
else.
And so because of what Deborah was doing for her family and her son, this lady had never done it.
And she shared that story.
But she was motivated by what she saw someone else. So don't never people say, oh, well, my story ain't worth telling. Yes, your story is, because your story will inspire or uplift someone to step out of their comfort zone.
And even if it's just one person,
just one person,
that's all that matters.
Mayor Thompson, who is going to be our guest next Thursday. Hello, Mayor Thompson, if you're still watching, she's going to be our guest next Thursday. She told me 10 years ago, when I first started the answer, when we first met, she said the answer is bigger than you.
Yep.
It's bigger than you. It's touching more people than you think it is. And especially being active on social media. I love social media. I love you guys. I'm just going to say, I love social media because it gives me the opportunity not just to inspire, but I'm inspired. I'm inspired by you guys as well. I've learned so much, not just about being an advocate, but just an array of other things.
People chime in when you're live, and people chime in and say certain things.
Exactly.
Sometimes I'll go back, even if I'm only in for 10 or 15 minutes. I'll go back when you were doing your weekly
the snippets.
So when people you can get something out. So I don't have a child for autism, but people make comments based on her conversation or her outlet. And so I think that's the coolest thing Facebook Live could have done. I know you can do it on Instagram, but Facebook Live is just like my baby. You can go on there. There's no certain time you can go on there. You can, as soon as you hit the live button, people come in from everywhere.
They do.
So you may know them or you may not, but it's the conversation that you have that can help take you. I was like, wow, I never thought about that. I'm going to try that. So you just never know.
And it only takes you to think about something differently for you to make a change.
Absolutely.
It does. I'm going to tell you, Facebook Live has brought out the inner anchor in me.
She said the inner anchor. Oh, wow. The inner anchor.
The inner anchor.
Visible season entrepreneur.
Exactly. The inner anchor, but all jokes aside, though, it's not just, being able to expound information upon people. But I'm going to give you for instance, when my husband passed away, I got so many inboxes. People even sent me cards, to my business. They looked up the answer and they sent cards and, saying things like, you and your husband and Jason, inspired me. Just looking at the pictures of you and your husband, you have to go through to get to,
Right.
It's like, oh, you guys just look so perfect. But but nothing's perfect.
But that's huge, though.
But it's huge. I mean, just, looking at how you are impactful with somebody else, but even the love that just got me through of something that, that was very detrimental to me.
Absolutely.
So social media can actually be a very big outlet for someone. And not just Facebook, LinkedIn, the business.
Yeah, I love LinkedIn.
The pictures,
I love
with Instagram. Those are my three main social media outlets, and I'm grateful for them.
I am too.
It is what you make of it, and it's truly something that you can cultivate and you can use as a tool to enrich your life and enrich others.
Exactly.
And I think that's the point.
Exactly. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. Wow, this was good. I like this. So up next, stop being a dream crusher. I know Deborah couldn't wait to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. IntellectualRadio.com, an iHeart radio station. You had that person where you just got an award, or you just got some good news, or you got a grant, or something was, and they just looking at you like, yeah, okay. Or you get something and everybody is saluting and they got their glass down.
Yeah.
There are those people, and we're going to talk about you people. Y'all know, everybody knows someone who knows someone that's a dream crusher. IntellectualRadio.com. Not only are we feeding your brain, but we're feeding your brand. Back in a moment.
So
She got me cracking up. I can't even talk over here. And I told y'all that's rare. Only way I can't talk is if I'm sick or I'm sleeping.
I'm having a good time. Facebook. I promise I am. This is the most joy that I have had in a very long time.
And I'm glad.
I thank you, Darci, for providing me, and
glad
producer Earl for
accepted.
providing me this opportunity. Because first of all, I love to talk.
Yes, she does.
And I love to provide information.
She may have me beat y'all.
No.
She might have me beat y'all. I don't know. The jury's still out. She might have me beat.
I'm just happy. I'm real happy. I've been in a real particular place.
To God be the glory. That's right.
Ever since May 14th, I've been in a real particular place. But and I'm not saying that sometimes it don't feel like it just happened yesterday, because it does. But I miss my husband like my next breath. Grief is real.
It is.
It's real. And maybe that should be our topic one day.
Yeah. We have
how to overcome, how to get through that.
Get through that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's huge. And we'll do that before the year, before the new year.
Because Christmas and holidays and things like that.
It's a real tough time.
Yeah.
First time
if you are an individual and you know someone or went through with someone who has cancer or is dealing with cancer, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you would like to share your story here on Making Waves with Miss Darci, please reach out to myself, Deborah Vines, or Burl Mitchell. If you are someone who's going through domestic violence, which is true to me, I'm an advocate of Sarah's Inn in Oak Park. If you are dealing with domestic violence, or you survived domestic violence and got out, and you are not afraid to share your story, please reach out to one of us, because your story could impact someone who is dealing with it right now and is looking for a way out, but don't, because of fear, they don't. And maybe your story could impact them to make that change. Now, being a dream crusher, we got to talk about this. I've had 2 friends go through this in the last 2 months. Are you a so-called friend that never shows up for a celebration or an event of your so-called friend? Do you not toast when your friend has gotten a raise or something magical has happened in their life? Are you one of those people that's just a hater? Anything you say, there's a negative barrier. You're judgmental. If Deborah says she want to go take flying lessons and you say nope, don't do it, and this is why you shouldn't do it because so and so said.
I be like, girl, I'm going too.
If Burl say she want to learn something, girl, don't do that. You already got 2 things on your plate. But people don't understand your vision because their vision is not for them, and it's okay that they don't understand. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's important to realize that haters have a place.
They really do, and
they have a place.
I love
they
them.
have a place because they help you elevate your game.
Absolutely,
they do. And I think that every time that you have a hater, it is your responsibility to show them what you can do. And you do this for yourself, but you show that you do that so that you are a demonstration of what is possible. Demonstration of what's possible, because there will always be haters. There will always be people who are not happy for you. You have to accept that, and you have the choice to either have them in your circle or not. It's your it's our responsibility to do that. And when you have friends who aren't happy for you, that becomes very clear. Now, the first time,
real clear,
exactly.
They can't even hide it.
They can't hide it. So the first time, okay, I get it. I see you. I see where you're coming from. The second time you allow that to happen time and time again, that's on you. And you need to check yourself because there's something that's going on with you that says that, you know what, you deserve this kind of treatment or you're not worth more than that. And I think it's all an inside job. And that's really where it begins. So I think that you need to be very careful about the people that you have in your inner circle. Absolutely. And when you do have haters, you need to show up to be your best self and you show them how it's done.
Woo! That's powerful.
Wow.
Well, I
heard and received.
I
hope my other friends is listening so y'all can. She just summed it up. Come on down.
The thing about it is that we all know the people that are in our smallest circle and to the nucleus. We know the ones that loves us and background.
Absolutely.
We know this. So the people that I know really, really love me, I know you really, really love me. And I let the haters do their job. Like, I'm gonna give you for instance. I let them do their job because I do. Because you know what? Just like you have people here that worship God, you have people that worship the devil. And they doing their job. Yeah. So guess what? I tell my girlfriend all the time, I say they're doing their job.
And they're everywhere.
And they keep you on your toes, though. Everywhere. Because you know what? Adversities happen in our life, and it keeps us on our knees. If everything was happy all the time, from great friends to doing this to doing that,
you wouldn't
people not hurting your feelings, and people dying, and things happening on your jobs and things, your car breaking down. Who's gonna realistic. You're not gonna be praying all the time like you should. Let's just be real. So getting back to the haters and the dream crushers. Someone told me, and it was in 2016, God blessed me to be awarded 7 times that year with different awards.
Okay.
And this guy said to me, he said, "You're getting all these awards, but are they coming with a check? Is that a dream crusher or not?" And you know who you are. They said that to me. And you know what I said?
Never said thank you, congratulations.
Never said congrats. No. It was said congratulations first.
Oh, and then came back with that.
Yeah, and came back with that. And you know what? At first I was like, and then I was like, okay. So wow. Because you know what? I look at, I don't care if somebody came to me with a thank you, good job. It doesn't have to be in the form of a plaque.
Nope.
But when you take the time to get me a plaque engraved, I look at that as a big check. Okay. Right. Everything is not monetary. And guess what? All money is not good money.
Ooh, come on now.
All money is not good money. I'm gonna say it again. But those dream crushers, we need you.
We do.
Keep staying on your job because I need you. I do. Because you make me strong. Absolutely. You make me real strong because I'm such a happy, inspiring, positive person. And most of the people that are around me are the same way. We encourage each other. We inspire each other. We high five on things that's happening in life. Because guess what? If something is happening for me, if one of my friends say, "Deborah, wait a minute," if they don't think it's a great idea, they're going to tell me why. They're going to be like, "Okay, pull back. This is why maybe you should think about this." They're not going to give me a so-called negative without telling me why. That's not such a great idea. And I appreciate that.
But the ultimate decision is
but don't let me spit up bubbles and drown. And you saw the tsunami coming and you my friend.
And you didn't say anything.
And you didn't say anything. But to actually
see my slip hanging on my
exactly.
You are not my friend.
But if you being just a straight up dream crusher, I see you too.
Yeah.
But those aren't my friends. So I'm not going to even call those friends.
Because
those
really
are just people
friend.
that you know.
No.
Those are people that
Absolutely.
you know.
Acquaintances.
And treat them as
Not
such.
even acquaintances.
Treat
They're
them
just
as
people
such.
you know.
People you know by name.
People you know that you run into the same rooms with. You know, and we have those too. You look up and you see this person at this event, that event, that event. And they're just people you know. They're not your friends. They're not your acquaintances. They're not your colleagues. They're just people you know. People that you in the same circle of community with. That's it. Community circle.
And when people show you who they are, the beauty is yes, that's an advantage. That's a coup for you. When a person shows you who they are, you have to believe them.
That's true. Well, I want to thank you
I
guys.
gotta tell the story.
Okay, I'm gonna let Deborah tell her story. I forgot she got to tell.
I got one more story. So I was talking to this parent today, and she said that she feeds her son to help with his behavior problems. And so I got my autism advocate hat on. She feeds her kid to keep him quiet. She feeds him to keep him from biting. She feeds him to keep his behavior good. Okay, would you rather feed your kid hamburgers, french fries, sweets, and everything else, give them heart disease, diabetes, and all types of other things that's going to interrupt with their health? Or would you rather take them to a neurologist and get them a great cocktail of medication, or learn some behavior therapy, or some occupational therapy, or some ABA? Which one would you rather do? Call me at 708-296-5651.
And there you have it.
Mm-hmm.
When people show you who they are, believe them.
Gotta believe
Ain't nothing you can say behind that but call. What's the number they need to call?
708-296-5651. The Answer Incorporated, Autism Awareness and Support Agency, where we are dedicated to provide support, resources, education, recreation, and advocacy.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I can't even say nothing behind that. I thought I was going to, she had told me earlier, I thought I was going to be able to say something. It's nothing else to be said because she summed it all up. I want to thank you ladies for joining us today, co-hosting here. Great topics, great conversation as usual. Thank you, super producer. We have several shows coming up behind me today, so please support, tune in. We have a relationship show coming up with the J Spot. They're on from 5 to 7. We have some other shows I can't think of them. I said I was going to write them all down so I can talk about them, but I will be prepared for them next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please share the broadcast because I know for sure that these nuggets shared today will benefit not only us, but some other individuals.
Yeah, it will.
Especially the haters and the dream crushers.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, build your own dreams or someone else will hire you to build theirs. And that could be me, Deborah, or Burl. And we're out.
Bye, guys.
Have a great day.